Indeed, I'm just gonna quickly say what we're here with today because this is a ProDota2 match versus former DD, recently known as To Be Announced, and now they have announced it as Wolves, sponsored by SteelSeries on the Radiant side versus CLG on the Dire side. So they have found a sponsor, and
Yeah,
that's actually
congratulations to them.
indeed, this is actually the first game under that name. So and congratulations to their sponsor too, of course.
Yeah, definitely. And I haven't seen Wolves in Dota before. This is probably their first team because it's not the same as Western Wolves.
Yeah, it's different one than that. I would believe that too.
Yeah. So I don't follow other esports. People are gonna hate if they have a super good team in some other sport, but and we see it's just an observer. When I see
Yeah.
that pink disconnect, I always get afraid because
Yeah, it's a pink. It could be Pycat for all you know.
yeah, exactly. It's a captain spot, so you'd never want the captain to disconnect. It's boring for so many reasons. Um, yeah.
Yeah,
So we'll
but
see.
yeah, so far the bans are not really all that interesting to be fair. I mean,
No,
Invoker, Chen, Darkseer, Lycan.
it's pretty standard. Lycan is to be banned out when you have second pick. It's typical. And Brewmaster gonna be banned out even though they have first pick. So the Danish guys really don't want to use this Brewmaster, even though they could probably get it for free.
Yeah, maybe they're hoping to get a Furion for free if CLG lets it pass, even though I don't think they will do that.
I think they will ban it, yeah. CLG are they actually played Furin against us last time we played against them,
Hmm.
so they kind of rate this hero high, even though he's not been first pick material for um, like not that consistently first pick material as he was 2 months ago or 3 months ago. But we'll see if they ban him or not. But I just mean that the Panda pick could be very strong when Invoke is already banned, because Invoker is one of the hard counters to Panda.
How so? I mean, of course,
But
isn't he then in theory the hard counter to everybody?
well, he could be, but it's especially this mana burn is so painful for any Panda player. You're never gonna run a Soul Ring on Panda, so you can't even burst up that mana. You can have Magic Stick, but Panda really needs to have mana for his Blink, Clap, and Ulti. If he can't do all those three, then he's gonna be pretty easy to play against. So, and they're gonna first pick Enchantress with Chen banned out. That is pretty hard to counter directly. There's no super strong jungler now. Enigma is of course there, but he's not that strong against her on the early levels.
No, maybe a lone druid that's also able to push and jungle and with an extra keep or something, but that is indeed will be tricky. We'll see her in the jungle regardless. Let's see if CLG also picks up a jungle hero to go with that. Just to
Yeah,
have also a fourth hero farming.
most teams want to have a jungle hero. It's just so effective to have that extra gold coming into your bank. You do get a bit weaker lanes though by having Enigma. I want to point out. And they're gonna go for Sanking Lesh, I believe. It just looks like it. Leshrac is a natural pickup here.
Yeah.
Any team will second pick Leshrac if he's dropped and tanking. So that is just as standard as it can be.
Yeah, strong
Wolves have to have
lane.
known that this would happen.
Yeah, a strong dual lane from those two with guaranteed stuns.
Yeah. But the thing is, if they want a jungler now, it's pretty much limited to Enigma. And Enigma gives for a bit weaker lanes. His gang is not that strong in the early levels, as his stun is just not that effective. Compared to Enchantress, who can come in with 2 big creeps at already on level 1 and just wreak havoc with a strong lane. So they could be running an off lane here and hope to match it up against Leshrac Zanking to crush them a bit in the early game. You never want to let them take too many towers. That's painful.
Yeah, well, that goes, of course, for every team. Nobody wants to have too many towers. But I think Sand King would actually would fit in great also with the Sand King. I mean, Enigma with the Sand King, with the Black Hole and Epicenter going through. Of course, that combination doesn't usually work out all that well, as in you never can time that to actually get together perfectly, because it's always circumstantial, of course. But I think it would be fitting in pretty well.
Yeah.
So far, though, the ball's in the Wolves' court. I can actually call them Wolves now. It's funny. And they're gonna pick up Mirana and Earthshaker, so they're gonna have a well, probably a dual lane with those two, I would guess. With Earthshaker being also a strong impact on team fights, just as Sand King is, with his Fisher also able to make and break fights or ganks, or for that matter.
Yeah, and this is a typical Danish lane, seeing that they love to play this bottom Earthshaker on off lane. Typically, they don't want it on easy lane in most cases, because this is a lane that can hold their own even without the Enchantress on the off lane, and they could have a strong bottom lane as well with the Enchantress in the safe woods, and just put something that easily solos mid, like a Queen of Pain or whatnot. So
Yeah, and if they're actually gonna face the Leshrac and the Sand King, if the Earthshaker is a little bit back, then I mean he won't be able to interrupt with Mirana's farm anyway or to harass.
exactly.
But he can just throw down a Fissure and just fail the whole thing, the whole setup from Leshrac and Sand King completely.
Yeah, he can definitely do wonders with that Fissure because the body block on Leshrac, you can keep him away and get out of that edict because you never want to stay close to that hero. As well as Potom having leap is just amazing skill to get away.
Yeah.
So that top lane is already looking pretty solid. Now banning out Syllabear, they fear the push of Leshrac and Scylla in the same team.
Understandable.
Yeah, understandable. And they don't have the best anti-pushers. They have Earthshaker. He's great. Potom is decent. Like she's a range carry. She's decent. She's gonna hit the creeps. But Enchantress is really bad against push. Like tier 2 towers, sure, she can defend them. Tier 3 towers, she's not gonna do much at all. She's
No.
worse. She's worse than a Crystal Maiden at defending those towers. So that's pretty reasonable ban. And they're probably gonna ban out one more pusher after that, like Broodmother or Crobblers even.
Or maybe Enigma? Or don't you think so?
Yeah, Enigma would be great pickup by CLG because of the stun combination and such an easy time for Sand King to land his ulti, and even for Enigma if Sand King is great at initiating. I am interested to see though, we don't see a hard carry or carry at all on CLG's lineup.
True.
And there goes the ban on one of the carries that CLG likes to play as well.
Yeah, we actually have well, with the Crystal Maiden picked up, that limits the lanes for CLG a lot. Either they have to pick up two, well, that limits them actually, yeah, quite a bit. They won't probably have a jungle hero now in their lineup, even though Enigma would be a solo lane Enigma with Crystal Maiden maybe on a tri lane or a dual lane also in middle, but I don't know.
Yeah,
Windrunner
and
at your service.
kind of awkward the Pugna ban, but and I really like this lineup from the Radiant team. With the Windrunner now, they have great long-range harass for shutting down the push. Earthshaker's Fissure as well as Power Shot is good at clearing creeps, and they need to add up more anti-push. Potom can carry if they give her the farm, but they need to secure their T3 towers. Queen of Pain.
Queen of Pain. Well, a strong solo lane, probably middle, even with the Crystal Maiden and some carry on the bottom lane. Might even be a Morphling.
They could even go carry less strat if they have the push enough, but I don't feel that they will do it. They have great gankers and good killers, but Leshrac alone is not going to be enough for push. They could add up a hero like Broodmother even. The Radiant lineup is not looking too good against Brood, so they could pick her and just go for pretty strong early game. Oh, there goes the Beast. He's a pretty good answer. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I actually almost forgot about Broodmother because lately she's been picked up or banned pretty early. So
yeah, she has been, and for good reasons. I mean, the hero is so strong. You have to shut her down at early levels. If she gets level 3 and emo ring in reasonable time, she's gonna dominate her lane. That's how she works. So you need to shut down her experience gain more than anything. And now with the Beastmaster as well, we see decent late game in the Radiant lineup. Potom can definitely carry with the aura and the great stun potential coming out from the last 3 heroes being picked up. And it's gonna be Brood. So they go for a non-carry strat, but we can see that Queen of Pain can always get pretty strong. Leshrac can get tanky and hard to deal with. And Brood she's not a real carry, but she is hitting pretty hard, and with BKB up, etc., she's gonna take some of the disables off Queen of Pain. So Rexar, we'll need to choose who does he stun.
yeah, and to be fair, I mean CLG still has a pretty strong team fight ability without Brood, and Brood would then just be able to push down a lane that he's on, and and CLG might not come out as the loser regardless, because if they get a good Burrow Strike epicenter in there, then they'll definitely take some kills. I mean, it'll all depend. I mean, I have to say the Earthshaker versus the Brood is is pretty painful also. If he gets an Echo Slam in and there's a lot of Spiderlings around. That's very painful to
Yeah.
be in.
So it's gonna be. I'm not too sure how they want to put the lanes here. Well, it would be the most reasonable, I guess, to have Beastmaster, even mid, to just get up the experience quickly and send his summons up to stack the Ancients. It's just an easy thing to do. It doesn't take any effort. You don't waste any resources apart from that little, what's it called, the lesser boar.
Yeah.
To do so. And when you go there at level 5 to clear the creeps, you get like 1,500 gold. So if the enemy doesn't counter it, you will rock up your experience graph really high.
Yeah, and in the same time, Beastmaster will still be able to maintain his lane control then too.
Yeah, we already see both teams having purchased up wards, sentries, chicken, so nothing out of the standard in terms of support items. Sometimes we even see teams running without observer wards on level 1. That's kind of something I always look for when a game starts, because you can do unorthodox things like this. And we see drawings on the map. Go behind and kill this top. It's Pycat already doing the drawings for a gank being directed on a top lane. I'm not too sure who is intended to go behind. Perhaps they just want Pycat to stand and farm and then go behind with a smoked CM and tanking.
And there's no smoke up on them yet, so we'll see. If they're gonna buy that up as soon as the pause ends.
Probably they want to do that around minute 4, minute 5, because they want to pull some, get level 3 on supporters preferably, and perhaps even level 4 or 5 on the Shrek before doing this. Or level 4 is enough. If he gets level 5 after it, he's gonna clear the tower very easily. So you don't want to waste a gang like that too early. Even though first blood is important, you want to make something with your kill. You want to take a tower. If you are level 1, level 2 when you do it, even if you kill him, and the chance of dying is very high when you do this at low level, even if you kill him, you're not going to be able to take the tower, there's no way. So it would be a pretty senseless gang.
Would be a gank nonetheless.
Yeah, they're probably just gonna, they're gonna wait for it just to get some levels and make it so much easier.
Yeah, they will at least get a kill if they do that, but they might lose their own lives if they do it too early again.
Exactly, and if they do it and it's Potom and Earthshaker up there, and Earthshaker is perhaps camping out in the woods and they get fissured inside tower range, that is suddenly really easy way to feed the enemies on first blood.
Yeah, I'm really curious how this Earthshaker. I mean, I think it's a great lane with the Mirana and Earthshaker pickup. And if they're actually gonna be versus the Sand King and Leshrac.
Yeah, I believe it's gonna be some sort of dual lane plus pulls by Crystal Maiden, I guess, on top lane, because they don't have. They could put Crystal Maiden with Brute. It is effective, but teams usually don't do it. But that AoE slow with some Broodlings chasing down on you, it's really painful to play against. But typically we see Brute solo, and Queen of Pain definitely doesn't want anyone near her lane, so Misery is just gonna be soloing up the mid lane. And that leaves jungle as well as top lane, so 3 heroes are gonna occupy that. The Radiant team, they do have a bit more options in how they want to lane this. They can do it pretty much anyway. Rexar could be on top lane, mid lane, and bottom lane, as well as the Earthshaker Potom combo, as well as Windrunner. All we know is who is gonna be like what the 3 lanes are. It's Windrunner solo, it's Potom Earthshaker, and it's Rexar solo.
And we know Enchantress is gonna go into the jungle.
Yeah,
pretty safe. But
yeah, she's not gonna do a laning Enchantress. That's kind of long ago since we saw that.
I'm just gonna go over the wolves to see who's playing what. Everybody knows that. We see Miguel being the first one to go to the bottom lane on his Beastmaster. Gonna have his solo lane there with Mania on the Earthshaker, Playmate on the Windrunner, Rise is playing the Enchantress, and Angel on the Mirana, who is scouting out the forest and might run into something. She doesn't have a skill on something yet. She might choose the skill Arrow and get something. No.
His team is a bit too far behind. They are not sure if the enemy team is 5. And it is probably wise to not throw the arrow. Then he would be standing there without leap, like an idiot. So
True.
You only want to skill it, sure.
You want to go for CLG?
Yeah, sure. And in CLG, top lane, we see Pycat playing that Leshrac now, and he's gonna be the one taking the farm on this lane. Sand King is gonna join him, and Crystal Main is gonna do the pulls, and they're trying for a kill now.
There are Fisher stopping that though.
Yeah.
Although Earthshaker might be in a little bit of trouble, he still gets the stun up, but the rest has to work all the way around. There is a burst strike up though, and it takes a short route through the trees, but it won't be short enough.
He's fine, and yeah, Ake is gonna play that Crystal Main. So he's fine, and mid lane we see Misery playing the Queen of Pain. He always loves to play solo. He played support for a while, I don't know why. And Broodmother actually taking some good damage on bottom lane. I don't know how. But yeah, and she's gonna be played by Lacoste.
Okay, more action on the top lane in the meantime, where Mirana is in a little bit of trouble, eats a tree. Might actually see Crystal Main in some trouble, where Pycat is on his way to kill Mirana. Just a couple more hits and he will do it. 2 more right clicks, pops himself though. Sand King is there now too, will get a bar strike though, but the first blood goes to Mirana, taking down the Shrek. As the Mirana will try to get a kill here on the Sand King still, but Mirana will go down. Crystal Main take the last hit for that, and Earthshaker takes the last hit for the Sand King. Crystal Main is still there, right clicking down the Earthshaker. The creeps get the last hit, heal going off on the Enchantress, who is seemingly a bit lost, doesn't want to go for the Crystal Main. Sand King is back though, might try to burrow strike something, but it looks like both teams have settled now and are gonna go on continuing to farm, as it's 2 for 2 in minute 1.
Yeah, it's very early action, and like, of course the team that got the first blood wins the trade, so great job by Potom to turn around, and played by Angel. Just dealing damage with that double damage wound. It's just, you shouldn't fight against double damage wound. I feel Pycat was a bit overconfident in this dive.
Yeah.
Even though Earthshake was out of mana, it was still a stupid dive.
Yeah, and I mean, they did take 2 kills, so they didn't go empty-handed at all.
Yeah, definitely. It's just that Potom got a nice start now, and that's what they don't want to give. So that whirlwind, the tornado creep, is just gonna be really annoying for these support heroes who are already running low, only 1 tango each.
And it also gives vision. I mean, that will make landing an arrow so much easier.
Yeah, they did sentry the creep spawn, but wow. Meanwhile, on bottom lane we see now Rexa being forced back a bit, so Broodman is gonna pick up the experience here. And as I said, when she gets her emo ring sent out to her, she's gonna start dominating this Rexar. Even though he has access, he can't really control a Brood in the long run.
Nope. He is able to stop her from pushing in with his axes, but that's the only thing he can do. I mean, he will get forced out of the lane at some point where Brood will be able to take down the tower, but yeah, he can delay it.
He's winning the experience a bit, but now with low mana, he's gonna be having a really hard time against Brood. So. And what? Hello, Enchantress?
Yeah, Enchantress is gonna get a Burrow Strike, Nova is gonna go down, or Frostbite rather, and she will go down. Queen of Pain taking the last hit with a little bit too much mana used, to be fair. She just needed right click, but she used the Shout and the Shadow Strike.
Yeah, and actually the Shout was made after Earthshaker, you're gonna go down as well? You want to?
Still lands Fisher, but Queen of Pain is there once again.
Let him get out.
Kill for her. And yeah, she has a leap ready. Will use it, but Shadow Strike is there to slow her down.
Yeah, but
doesn't have boots. It does have boots. Sand King coming in from the side has his Burrow Strike ready. I think Mirana knows that though. She's backing off into the forest. She will definitely die here though. She doesn't have a TP.
Delaying. He's just delaying the kill. He can't do anything at this point. They even he couldn't even deny himself to creeps because this is double warded, so there's no creeps gonna spawn there.
Nope.
And CLG picking up 3 easy kills like this. All this because of an Enchantress going a bit too close to the mid lane where Queen of Pain can so easily come out and gank. It's just super dangerous to come close to Queen of Pain as Enchantress.
Yeah, and she is now 3 for 0. Great start for her.
Yeah. And that means they have to do good on this bottom lane. He actually opted to go for Tranquil Boots instead of Emo Ring first. He has no mana.
He has no mana.
He's gonna lose this lane. There's no way he can win this lane. He's sending out two packs of salves and clarity, but that's never gonna be enough to hold down a level 5 Brood already.
Who has a Soul Ring now?
Yeah, so bottom lane is already pretty much decided that it's lost for the Radiant team. Meanwhile, we do have Windrunner with a haste rune in mid lane, so
she's winning on last hits, but yeah, she's also winning on experience. But then she's fighting Queen of Pain that just got 3 kills. So
they need to rely on their stun combinations, pulling up some good kills as soon as they start grouping up 4 and even going a 5-man. But this bottom tower, I fear for how long Rexa can hold on to this. She's deciding to farm jungle instead. She could pressure him. He has no mana to even do access.
Crystal main gonna go down in the meantime. Nice combination where Enchantress got the last hit. Fisher was there. She just didn't know where to go.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely a strong combination they have. There's no doubt about that. They were just a bit out of position in the case where 3 of them died. They need to stay clear of Queen of Pain. She's one of the strongest heroes in this stage of the game. And even in mid-game, she's still very strong if she gets a good start like this.
Yeah, I expect her to probably leave the lane at level 6 to maybe get some extra kills and also with her Sonic Wave, or at least maybe get a kill in on the Beast Mouse and then help push down the tower, even though it looks like Lacoste doesn't need any help.
Oh, mid lane is looking for a kill. Oh, how did that shackle not latch? I cleared some trees with Power Shot or Tango or something. So it looked kind of weird, but nice attempt by Playmate.
Yeah, who is well, Misery's now level 6, so oh, did not go for Sonic Wave, never mind.
No, he's opting to go for Scream of Pain.
Yeah.
Sonic Wave, I got flamed for going for this build by one of my teammates. In mid lane, they're looking for a kill now.
I saw Dandy do it this morning, so it's oh, we have a Burrow Strike. She's not gonna be able to survive this. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Shadow Strike going there, Shout going there.
It's situational, you know. If you feel that you will have a chance to pull off your ulti at level 6, then you should skill it. If you feel that you won't have one of those big, many heroes nearby and need to burst them down quick, then don't skill it. But against Enchantress, who has that heal, I would prefer to have it.
Yeah, it was said at the account where Dandy didn't... Yeah, I'm following. Is he actually gonna go down? The Soul Ring is not... Oh, there we go. It was on cooldown, off cooldown, and Brood might have taken the last hit with Spawn Spiraling.
Yeah.
I looked at it.
These Tranquil Boots are not doing anything at all for him on this lane. Because Tranquil Boots, for those who don't know, they get disabled if you get hit by an enemy. So they turn into normal boots. Well, they still give the armor, I believe. I'm not too sure about that.
Yeah.
But you can't heal up, and they're trying to kill on top.
Yeah. Fisher going down. Frostbite is there to stop Mirana from chasing those tents, and Arrow will miss. And look at Miracle. It's gonna be able to get out.
Queen of Pain wants this. She's coming. She says, hey, I want to have this action. So she's looking for them, but they have mana. This is dangerous.
Still tries to get the kill on the Earthshaker, but Fisher lands. She's not that high on HP. She doesn't have bottle charges anymore, so we'll be backing off.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
At least Bottom didn't have an arrow, else that would be a suicidal blink. But yeah, he's just keeping them afraid of doing things like this. And Bottom is very aggressive on top lane. This could be dangerous. He does have a ward behind, but he doesn't see exactly where Ake is, so just backing out to be safe.
Yeah, it wasn't that high on HP either. Doesn't have any consumables anymore. Does now have phase boots and Ring of Bacillus. Will regen some mana extra fast. And invisibility rune on the Windrunner. Might go for a gank on the Queen of Pain, because I do think they realize that Queen of Pain needs to die.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be enough without the Invis rune. If they just stand with Earth Shackle like this, they can definitely kill Queen of Pain. Just look for a shackle. And he's waiting for a situation to throw it. He's just gonna farm the wave instead.
Too bad.
And he's kind of wasting Earthshaker's time when he pushes the lane instead of looking for the shackle.
Yeah.
But now Queen of Pain going aggressive, and as well as Sanking coming in, so both teams doing the same thing.
Invisibility.
Now popping Invis, that's the big difference here. They spot out the Sanking.
Sanking on full mana on HP also. Earthshaker not full on HP, so that's the difference there. But
with Sanking nearby, they shouldn't go for this. So
nah, they won't. Gonna push out again.
Yeah. Windrunner is doing fine on mid lane in terms of farm, so he's gonna be looking at yeah, don't go too close.
Too close. Burrow Strike there. Shadow Strike there too. Shout is there. Sonic Wave now skilled, and she is gonna drop here from the Shadow Strike, I do believe. There we go. Queen of Pain taking the hit here. Earthshaker is in trouble. Burrow Strike is still there, but the tower, he doesn't want to risk it. Miracle backing off.
Oh, that's kind of weird. Misery could have blinked and screamed. He had the mana, he had the cooldowns. He just did not do it. So that's weird. bottom lane, they're now trying to shut down
Radiant's top
Brute a little
tower
bit.
is under attack.
And they have dust shouts off.
Radiant's
Enchantress
top
didn't really know what to
tower
plan,
not-
so was backing off, so communication not all there yet, and Broodmother will be able to get away.
Yeah, Rexar was very late on this ultimate, and Broodmother has 1k HP. You can't bring that down without a level 6 Enchantress if he's that far backed already. They need to go instantly.
Yeah, she didn't have a stun creep either, so just a little bit extra damage.
I like the ward from Ake just placed behind the tier 1 tower mid, so they know where Windrunner is gonna be. That makes it so, and if she has any support, that makes it so much easier for Misery to play this mid lane. He can be as aggressive as he wants. Sanking now rotating down on bottom lane, so he's gonna look for a kill on Rexar. And he does have Emo Ring now, so sure he can clear the creeps now pretty easily.
Ooh, we're gonna have an arrow on the Crystal Main, who's gonna take a Star Storm and die to the Earthshaker right click. As Earthshaker gets stunned, and the shackle lands on Pycat. Is gonna go down here to the Windrunner, taking the last hit. In the meantime, Broodmother got a kill in on the Beastmaster as Sand King was there to help out with a Burrow Strike.
Yeah, and that's not a best of trades for Dire team, but they could possibly take a tower out of this. Meanwhile, they won't lose any towers. So in that sense, it's actually a better trade for the Dire team, even though 2 of them died and they only got 1 kill.
Radiant's bottom tower
Yeah,
is
one
under
of them was the Crystal Main, though. It's not that painful to lose that.
Yeah.
Taking a tower in return.
That's
always
that's
nice.
how we play with Crystal Maiden, just sacrifice her all game.
Radiant's
Yep.
bottom tower
It doesn't
has
mean
fallen.
shit.
That's the tactic.
So,
And Queen
yeah,
of Pain as Ogre Club's probably gonna go for a BKB as a first item, or it's gonna. Well, she also has a point booster. Aghanim's it is.
I would expect a BKB despite the point booster. She's just going point booster for the mana and the HP that it gives. So that's purely for the stats of it. He might go for Aghanims later on, but definitely needs an early BKB. And Enchantress almost running into Sanking Air,
Yeah.
which would instant death for him.
Fisher going down the middle lane. Kinda wanna know what Sand King is gonna do because he's been sitting there for a while.
Yeah, he's comfortable. He found the best spot. It's a nice breeze.
Yep.
And Earthshaker is coming out with his companion, but
Gets the frostbite. Sand King wants to go for
King.
this. A bit too slow, but Berserk is still there. Fisher going down doesn't hit on him. Queen of Pain being there with a shout. Sand King taking the last hit on the Earthshaker as Queen of Pain gets shackled. Nice shackle shout going off too. But didn't latch or something? There we go. Windrunner taking the last hit on Queen of Pain. I heard the shout. Shout was used. Why didn't someone get
it killed someone. It was last hit on Sanking, so he used
Oh,
it to
it was-
kill. That's not the way you want to use it typically.
No.
In this case, it pushed the heroes pretty nicely and dealt some. It was perhaps the best choice right there. And the double damage on Windrunner definitely helped out in this fight. They just deal so much damage.
Yeah,
and the shackle
and
shot
the
was
shackle
amazing. It was
shot.
just really long, latching to a Broodling.
Yeah, making sure they at least got that kill, and they got the Queen of Pain too. So
Yeah.
first kill for the Queen of Pain on the Queen of Pain.
Yeah, it's fairly even as well in terms of kills. Both teams killing off the other every now and then. They're looking for another gang on bottom lane. Queen of Pain this time. That's a good choice. She can probably find and kill this Rexar. She does have all her spells and he has no
Yeah.
ultimate. They
One
know.
Link, Shadow Strike, Shout going off, TPing. The only thing you can do versus the Queen of Pain, she knows it's backing off. There's nothing she can do versus the TP, so very good choice there from Beastmaster.
Oh, Playmate, you are diving very deep in 5 mana off from TP. Sanking, you won't have time to catch him, I believe. Definitely
Burrow
not.
Strike.
Yeah.
TP is gonna go off. Yeah, it will
Yeah,
be fine.
he took a chance that she was standing and TPing. It was a good try. But in the end, he ran a bit further and TP'd out later.
Smart choice in this case.
And they're trying to set up for mid tower now, so they want to extend their gold advantage. And with Leshuak, this is the right thing to do.
Yeah, and they won't have anybody competing for that too. I mean, nobody
Yeah.
there
Well,
to defend it from wolves.
They will drop the top tower though. It's a trade definitely, and there's nothing they can do about top, I believe. As the positioning already is perfect for wolves now. Gonna have to get used to calling them that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and they were ready for a TP incoming, should it come.
Instantly going down for bottom lane. Rexar is playing passive now as he should. Does have a vitality booster, so if they go for him, it could be a bad choice. He's not that easy to kill.
Level
But the tower
48.
is...
Yeah, it's gonna drop here. Smart choice, rotating down to the tower where Lacoste was pushing in.
Bottom tower.
Yeah, so they got 2 towers and they only lost 1 because bottom is not gonna do much damage to his top tower before someone comes to clear that.
Dire's top tower
Mid
is
tower
under
is being
attack.
threatened a little bit, but they might even get an eye of that. Yep, it's the Dan.
They will be getting his deny indeed. As a playmate doesn't want to hang around. Try to get the last hit. Would be suicide, for sure.
And they choose to deny it instantly. Some teams would wait, but it's so hard to defend the low HP mid tower. People
Yeah,
can just...
and it's a tier 1 tower also.
Yeah, tier 2 towers you would perhaps leave it, even in deny range, just to delay that gold advantage that you send to the enemy. Because it is a weird thing, you give 100 gold straight to the enemy bank. They spot out each other in the woods here. Also realize they're weak, so they run.
Yeah, Orchid completed on the Broodmother, so we're probably gonna see Beastmaster maybe drop a little bit more often if he's not playing too careful.
Do they have a dust? Yeah, they do. But she's scouted out by a Broodling. A little bit of a nice micro there from Lacoste. You always want to do this when you play Broodmother. Just send out your Broodlings all the time. Try to be a Korean StarCraft player. Like, even though you're not that good, try to be. Because it's gonna give you vision and you will survive a lot more. People have to smoke gang a Brood if she plays correctly. That's the only way they're gonna kill her, if she is doing her job. But if you're very lazy and just attack move all the time, the entire game, even when you feel a gank might come, then you deserve to die.
You
So
deserve to die.
good job by the Lacoste not dying. He does have his silent stick, so they want to defend this bottom tower, definitely.
Yeah, and has a start for his BKB also with the overclock in the stash.
Earthshaker coming in with annoying timing, but yeah, they defended the tower and Leshrac is pushing top, so they need to send someone to deal with him. And he's getting pretty fat as well. He's looking at like point booster, ogre club, mana boots. He's already pretty tanky.
He reminded me of the Queen of Pain, who now has an Aghanim. She was
She
almost.
went,
Oh, yeah, she went for the Aghanims.
Misery, you so weird. Why so weird? Not scaling ulti on level 6 and then you buy Aghanims. Level 1 ulti with Aghanims.
He copied Dandy with not
So
getting the
winded
ultimate.
now.
Yeah, I guess he watched too much streams.
Yep.
But Misery, definitely a cool guy. Just want to clear that, like, some people think Misery rages too much and stuff like that. I played with him in team and he's super cool. He's just a nice guy. So, he does have some rage issues in all chat sometimes, but hey, that's just not serious, and in most cases, actually, it is between people he knows and himself. And we all know how inside jokes are. People won't
Yep.
understand if they aren't friends with it. So.
And take offense.
Oh, this smoke on mid lane, they want to kill Misery. But they feel this, no, they want to smoke as well. Okay, they don't feel it. They're gonna smoke up here and they're gonna collide. This is terrible for our entire team if they get caught here.
Oh, where's the shout gonna be? Burst Strike is gonna be there first, though. Epicenter being cursed, Echo Slam being there. Mechanism helps up Wolves to stay alive. It's Crystal Maiden that's gonna take fire to the Enchantress. And the Sand King already down. Crystal Maiden is not gonna take a fall. Stays alive. Broodmother coming in. Doesn't look like CLG is going to be able to get another kill out. As Rise is on the way out, even though Shadow Strike's still going to hit Slother. Doesn't have mana anymore, but Beastmaster being there to stop the pool. Oh, Crystal Maiden in a lot of trouble. Wonder why she followed there, but oh well. Fisher gonna be put out. Shackle Shot, Ledges on Mystery. Don't think they want to go for that though.
Nah, it's gonna be no kill trade, but okay, they got 1 kill in the Radiant lineup.
Yeah.
As I said, it was a bad position for Dire. Just because of the heroes. They had the item advantage and they had decent like positioning, it would work for them, but the kind of heroes they ran into, Earthshaker, Windrunner, Rexar, those are annoying disables to be up against in those situations.
Yeah, you would be up versus Fisher, which definitely killed off the Sand King because his support wasn't able to get there. And,
he used his ultimate and he didn't get it out because there's just too many disables. You can't get a Sand King ulti out in that fight. It's impossible. So they probably did the best they could, and I like that Ake turned around and tried to come into the fight even with 10 HP. Well, he had more than that. He had 100 or something, but that he turned around and just tried to be useful because he had mana for his double nuke, and that can be the difference between kill or not kill. So Oh, they can smoke again instantly. I like this move. You
That's
won't be that prepared for a smoke right after you see the enemy team smoked. So it's just a nice little thing.
especially not right after the enemy smoke failed for them.
Or they're gonna find Playmate if he runs down this river. And is there
Um,
round? Yes, they do.
It's
Crystal
night
Maiden got
though. It's
spot.
night.
Oh, they don't
Yeah,
see in
the
time.
Blinks was there. They saw Crystal Main. There we have. Burstrike's gonna be there. Edict is there. Nova is there. Lashrak taking the last hit with the lightning.
Playmate, he thought it was a solo Crystal
Yeah,
Maiden.
he thought easy
He was
kill.
like, "See here, come guys, come!" And he got the combination throw to his face,
Yeah.
and yeah,
No
down
free
here.
gold and experience from the Crystal Maiden.
Yeah, exactly. So
Invisibility.
picking off the Windrunner, I still feel that the game is definitely going the way of the Dire team.
Yeah.
Simply because the carry potential of Potom is not shining right now. We're 20 minutes in and she has a Yasha and 1500 golds, but that's about it. She has Aquila and Face Boots, of course, but these are some small items for the only carry hero in the team.
And she's probably gonna die here now too, as Broodmother and Queen of Pain are gonna gank
Yeah.
up, and the TP is not gonna be in time, and Queen of Pain taking the last hit with her Sonic Wave.
So they're doing a good job at shutting down the potential carry of the enemy team and instantly going to Roshan here. They want to try to get him, since they killed Potom. If they want to fight this, they have to buy back Potom, and you don't want to do that.
Oh,
So,
she needs her gold.
But
she could buy back though, in theory. She has
Yeah.
the gold for it.
But they know about this, of course, since they ran under the Hawk, and they do have Blink Dagger on Rexar, so we could look for a big initiation as well. But they probably will just drop this because, yeah, not having your Potom is big disadvantage.
Yep. And we have
King
also.
over Spider. Good job, Enchantress.
Very
How they
nice.
go?
We have a Blink Dagger on
steal.
Sand King. A Fisher going through. Did it say?
Oh.
Still no.
He got caught out.
Queen
He
of
wanted to
Pain.
blink it.
Beastmaster going down to the epicentering Sand King.
Yeah. He wanted to blink in as heal Aegis and be PGG, man. It didn't really work in
Nope.
the end. He should probably just stay a bit further back because he was really close to him. Anyone in the Dire team could throw a nuke uphill and just hit him.
And that's what it did.
He had the blink, so he could be really far back and blink in as Roshan dies and try to steal it. But that is a very risky move. Now they only lost Rexar instead of losing a team fight. That's much better.
Yeah, it's the one, the better alternative. They could have, of course, not gone in at all and continued farming and getting experience, but then again,
Yeah.
it is a Roshan, so if you have a chance, you should probably take it.
They had a decent chance at disrupting this Roshan attempt, but it was just not possible in the end.
Windrunner, oh, Sand King might be in some trouble. Echo Slam being used for this. Sand King on the way out, Enchantress gonna get the kill. But
Yeah, looking for Crystal Maiden as well, but
yeah,
she's far back.
it started out as an easy kill on the Windrunner with the Burst Strike there and Crystal Maiden there, but there was support so fast for her.
Yeah. And Mech and Force Stuff is now finished on Windrunner, so she's gonna be much harder to kill at this point. Getting those two items up, she's a hard hero to deal with. Broodmother, though, looking at a BKB flying out at her now. So she has BKB and Silence at mid 23. She's pretty much left to herself down there and can do whatever she wants. Rocking 176 last hit. So, and no deaths at all.
And no death at all, that's indeed worth mentioning.
So that's pretty huge for him. He's been pretty happy down here. But I feel this game is definitely not like one-sided or decided in any way, because the carry potential is there for the Radiant team in the late game. They have Manta Style now on Potom, so it could be nice for them if they get some good fights now.
Well, the gold difference, oh, another smoke up, this time from the walls. The gold difference has been like almost the same between 3 and 4k in favor of the Dire so far. But right now it's all about positioning and team fights and trying not to get caught out.
They do have a 2-tower advantage as well as Roshan, and this is going to be a fight, I believe, if they find them out. Sending in some illusions as well as the smoke Earthshaker.
Shackle Shot doesn't latch Fisher. Shout's gonna land on the Queen of Pain. Oh, Epicenter being hit by Miracle. Gonna do a lot of damage. Earthshaker going down. Queen of Pain using her ulti. Goes down, but the Aegis is there. Windrunner on the run while Enchantress is already down. And Burst right there, blink in. there too. And there we have Windrunner probably going down. Oh, what the hell?
She's
Oh,
dead.
invisibility rune.
She's gonna die.
Free.
Yeah, say hello to Queen of Pain and Sand King. They won the team fight alone.
Yeah, but the rest
Um,
wasn't even needed, to be
No,
fair.
they pretty much won it alone, and that's despite Queen of Pain tanking up the Rex ulti, and probably because of Queen of Pain tanking it. There was no disable all. Hello, Potom. You do have Manta?
By bottom.
Oh no, great stun from Leshrac.
Yeah.
That's a tough loss to lose the Potom as well after that fight.
Yeah, she was a bit out of position though. I mean, knew that all the heroes from CLG were around that place, so she was a bit on the wrong side of the tower.
Yeah, she felt overconfident with her Manta style. It's a normal thing to do. Like, okay, they have silence on Broodmother, I don't care. I Manta style and leap, but some great timing by Pycats. I would say in most cases Potom would live through that, but it was a good stun.
It was indeed. Looks like Sansky wants to go for this blink in. Burrow strikes. Beastmaster in a lot of trouble. Queen of Pain ulti going through once again. Leshrac getting a double kill, killing off the
Radiant's middle tower is under
Earthshaker
attack.
and the Beastmaster. And buyback from Beastmaster instantly.
Yeah.
I get confused with these long names. With 4 years after everybody.
Yeah, it's not too easy to read out, but they're gonna rotate top now. This could be overextension if they go here. And nice arrow. It's a 5-second arrow on Queen of Pain. They're going for her. She's dead.
She is dead indeed.
I
Shout
think
and
she's
shackle
only
just in case.
Yeah, there's one tree on the entire place. Like he fights it. So
Okay.
that was a bit stupid to go for the last tier 2 tower, but they tried to capitalize on their advantage. They didn't lose too much. Queen of Pain doesn't care too much about dying here. She's already looking great with her boost travel and Aghanim's.
Yep.
And every one of them is getting more and more advantage from all these kills that they got. And again, Broodmother not dying a single time, now being part in a few kills as well. So he's gonna go for an MKB, and yeah, in a game like this, Broodmother can be considered a carry in the long run,
Definitely.
because the damage she gets is pretty high. Despite not being like a carry in the sense that Spectre, Void, or Anti-Mage is gonna be a carry, she deals a lot of damage, and she's gonna tank that Rex ulti.
Yeah, she gets a lot of farm this way too. I mean, 211 last hits right now. Let's check
Yeah,
out the gold per
that's-
minute for a second. 502 gold per minute, and nobody else is even over 400.
Yeah, that's pretty high, pretty high. And like Beastmaster is looking at super many last hits as well, but we can only speculate how many of those are brutally kills.
Exactly.
Because his gold per minute is only 370. Sure, they don't have Roshan and the tier 2 towers. Nice smoke gang coming in here, going around. It's a good choice. You get good position here.
Yeah, might get a shackle on the Crystal Maiden. Will do so. Access going through. Power shot's not even needed, as he goes down very fast, and nobody has to catch out anymore. Even though Crystal.
Oh, they missed the dot.
Ooh, Mirana's ought to be in pop.
Oh, they have a gem.
They have a gem.
Oh, they killed a chicken now. They won it.
Oh, chicken being safe.
What a late TP! Are you gonna get no?
Fisher going out. She is definitely dead. Pops her BKB still. Gonna try to do as much damage as he can before dying. Shout going out. But yeah. Bye,
That
Broodmother.
was a bit wasted BKB. She should BKB and TP, not BKB and fight against 5.
Or TP gets stunned and then BKB, yeah.
But then again, as we said, Lacoste, it's his first death in this game, so he played pretty awesome, not dying for almost half an hour.
That's so
a
true.
long time. Wolves want to take the tier 1 tower on bottom lane, but they know they can't. So again, they're gonna just have to stick with getting a tower, getting a kill, and then losing a tower for it. So that's almost not even gaining any advantage, rather losing it.
And that's Leshrac. I mean, just walking up there, popping his edict. Couple
Yeah.
right clicks from Misery there, and to help out, and the tower goes down. Simple as that. Backing
Oh,
off straight away.
Thanking you are brave, sir.
Gets a shackle in the face. And does have a storm, but yeah, there is a gem up. Power shot will finish the job. Playmate
And-
taking the kill. Queen of Pain, what are you doing?
Haste.
Even braver, Queen of Pain.
Yeah.
So CLG playing like bosses, but it's not really working out for them. With the haste rune, I can't get it though. She is hard to kill with haste and blink, but she's just lucky that Rexa wasn't nearby.
Yeah,
even though
she
they
was
fight up.
she was counting on Sand still being alive when she TP'd, I guess, because yeah, it was a bit overconfident, but it worked out. She didn't die. All good.
Tank was just like, I'm gonna farm this lane. I don't. stand in woods and gonna gang me, and no one is farming anywhere else on the map, so I'm not gonna bother thinking you gang me.
I got
And,
Sandstorm. I'm safe.
Yeah, and he's going for the Veil of Discord. Pretty standard as of late, actually.
Yeah, very true. Good item. Fun item to see, to use also.
It's good against teams that don't have BKB, else it's crap.
Yeah, that's
But there's not a single BKB hero in the Radiant team, so it's a good choice. Really good.
Sorry. I'm still here?
Yeah.
Cool, because something just fell on the ground which shouldn't have, so it's cool. Never mind.
Yeah. They do have Bloodstone now on the Shrek. So looking to get a few kills to just gain that momentum that you always want to get. Pick up some more Bloodstone charges and you're gonna be dead for such a short duration, and you're just gonna contribute more with your high mana pool as well.
Yeah, and there is also up. What did I just see?
I like your positioning.
Ooh, where is he?
Oh, nah.
Oh, let's try on it. Oh, nice shackle. Legend Pike and Anaka together. Epicenter, Burst Strike, Blink coming in from the Sand King as Queen of Spain's ultimate goes through and Windrunner takes off the Shrek and his killing spree. And let's see, who's fighting who? It's only fighting illusions. What the hell?
Yeah, a nice snipe out by the Radiant lineup. They snipe out the Shrek who just picked up his Bloodstone. And that's a tough loss to lose your Bloodstone charges instantly, 2 of them at least, as well as being put on the sideline. But they were so close to getting comboed down, that could just as easily have been a 5-man death from the Radiant lineup.
Yeah, it was a perfect blink in, Burst Strike, Epicenter.
Yeah, but that was all it was, the Sonic Wave and the stun and Epicenter. There was no other damage because Shrek was taken out, and he is a big component in the Dire lineup. Because CM is not gonna use that hard if she doesn't get like an awesome ulti out, which she should never do against this team. And Broodmother is just not nuking, so in those scenarios she won't deal damage. I don't believe she was even there.
No, I don't think so either. She was just happily farming on the lane, as always.
Yeah, she wants empty.
Yeah, we do see Beastmaster going for a pipe, so it will be even trickier for the Dire to take those team fights once that pipe is up. Especially if they rely so much on magical damage right now.
Yeah, well, once they get the Veil of Discord, it kind of nullifies the pipe.
True.
You can think like that, like pipe and Veil of Discord. They at some points in the game they do the same impact, but when the damage output is really high in Magic, then the Veil of Discord is going to be much more effective because it's 25%. And the damage output already with Queen of Pain, level 16 ulti with Aghanims and Epicenter. That's insanely high magic damage.
That's true. No pipe, you're gonna need multiple pipes to counter that.
Yeah, and that doesn't work, so there's nothing to do. But they do run for treads as well as free braces on Enchantress. She's just tanking up.
She has 1k gold left too. I mean,
yeah, she could buy an ogre club. That's also strength.
Yep, would fit in her well,
yeah, in a collection.
Yeah, definitely.
This is a hard spot for the Radiant team if they get stressed. If they get a feeling that they need to take tier 2 towers, then this is hard. They should just be pretty comfortable farming up the entire woods, and they're gonna do very well into the late game. But if they want to try and push against this team, it's going to be super hard. And Roshan is up, so there's the fear for the Dire team going for Roshan, which they poke a little bit now.
Which they do indeed, and they're gathering up all of them. There is a ward here though, so they do see everybody going for it.
They could deny that with Gem, but they never went down to scout it.
Well,
pretty reasonable against the Blink Dagger Rexar. It's always dangerous to go out.
Morana ultimate.
Up, yeah.
There is a Blink Dagger up on Earthshaker. Ooh, arrow hits on Eki, who will be the first target to go down. Blink from Mania to go in there. Queen of Pain ulti going through. Fisher landing there. Where's the Burst Strike? There we go. In the meantime, there's a shout up on the Broodmother. And ooh, she's gonna be taken down here. She's gonna drop. There we go. Beastmaster taking the last hit. As we heard an Echo Slam going off right here. And Windrunner taking out Queen of Pain. Where Buybacks indeed. Gem drops on the Earthshaker, or next to the Earthshaker anyway. Will be picked up by Pika here.
I guess the Dire team will still get Roshan, but wasting 2 at least buybacks for this, and losing the team fight as well as the Gem. Did the enemy team? No, they didn't take the Gem.
No, the Gem was on their side. On the Radiant side and the Dire side have it now.
Roshan has fallen to the dark.
No, the Dire side already had it
Immortality.
from the start of the fight.
Oh.
Queen of Pain started out the fight with a
Oh
gem
yeah,
on her.
Windrunner still has it.
Oh, so they have 1 gem each. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I saw the gem on the
So-
Windrunner earlier, but she of
And
course didn't die.
Funny enough, neither of the teams denies the rune ward, so it's kinda this is manner in pro teams. Look, both teams have gem, both teams have ward. They're like just like, okay, you know what, truce. The wards are peace.
You can see us, we can see you. All
Friend
fair.
zone, yeah. It's going to play without runes, okay? Let's do it like this, okay? Queen of Pain, she's gonna break the treat. No, the treaty, no.
She doesn't have the gem herself though.
No, that's true. They did hand it over to Leshrac this time, so.
Invisibility.
But the fight definitely went in the way of the Radiant lineup. The Sanking ulti was pretty useless, and Earthshaker didn't have to use his ulti until he wanted to burst down the Queen of Pain.
Yeah.
So they won the fight without a big Earthshaker ulti. And now Leshrac. Leshrac, you gonna give them another gem?
Oh,
No, you're not.
BKB. And there's the shout. Burstrike is going to help out. Burstrike on 3 targets actually. Fisher going down, but doesn't hit on the track because he still wants BKB. He's going to be running away now soon. Shackle shot on the Stand King will finish him off with a power shot. Queen of Pain ulti going off. Hits 3. Mirana in a bit of damage, a bit of trouble, but Mirana's ultimate will save everybody. Even though they want to go on this Brood Mother, there's going to be a Shackle shot on there soon. Doesn't latch. There wasn't the positioning for it. Beastmaster in some trouble. Fisher making sure that everybody has some trouble reaching Beastmaster, but yeah, Beastmaster will still go down. Broodmother taking the last hit there, as there can be a Shackle Shot once again on the Windrunner if she wants to. She doesn't want to.
Nah, just gonna kill out the Strength Initiators and back out.
Sand going for the Beastmaster.
Wow, Sanking is dead such a short duration compared to Beast.
Dire's middle tower
Even though dying before him, he's 6 levels under him.
Yeah.
So, I believe they have like 25 or 30 seconds difference in their death time. It's pretty big.
Check out the experience graph.
Wow. Yeah, it's as I said, this game is definitely even, and either team can win. And at this point, the gold graph, like sure, it's 7.5k difference, but
3 towers.
yeah, the gold graph is not big enough to decide the game. The XP graph is more important. If you get the team that gets an experience advantage from this point will definitely be looking good for late game. And they're so close to getting that second double jaddle on Broodmother. She just wants her MP.
Yeah, Leshrac farming some creeps from the low ground. It works.
Yeah, and Sanking is nowhere near his Veil of Discord. He's so underfarmed compared to a farmed safe lane Sanking. He's been playing gang Sanking, which is hard to do because you sometimes even have to buy some war to dusts in his case to help out your team, and that's gonna set you back so much. And that's why we see him getting dropped easily in the fight. 6 deaths. And his ultis are they're not that easy for him to land with no BKB, no Aghanim, low HP, no Veil. They don't have big impact compared to Rexo, who just blinks in, clicks ulti, and then it's done.
And his job is done. Yeah.
Yeah. He has to click his pipe as well, that's all he has to remember. Else his team might flame him if they lose the fight. If they win the fight, they won't even recognize it.
Nope.
Drums now on Enchantress. We could see a triple drum coming out of Enchantress, just to bongo it up.
Triple drum.
Yeah.
That would be something. There was a smoke up on the walls, but they didn't really go anywhere, and then they backed off again. So a bit of a field smoke.
Earthshaker looking for the initiation, but the Dire team are too smart to stack up with all the Broodlings and die like I don't know what. So they're just backing out, controlling the lanes. He has the recipe for his Veil of Discord now. That's always something. But yeah, you need to add up some items as well.
Yep.
So he's going
300 gold.
Yeah, he's looking for the farm on every lane he can, but look at the Radiant team. They just want to chase them down. They
even stopped farming. I mean, the MKB is complete on Mirana, so...
Yeah, they don't care.
They
They
don't
just
care.
chase, which seems pretty, I don't know what.
Well, in theory, they think they have... If they have a team fight now, they think they have it, they'll win it.
Definitely.
Which probably is true, so.
Yeah, they're looking strong right now, and they're performing very well in the team fights. Good shackle shots, some good arrows as well, and they're just good at focusing down one hero at a time. Meanwhile, the Dire team not really bursting down one hero. They're trying to kill all 5 at the same time,
Yep.
and it's not working out too good for them. So they should perhaps focus heroes a bit more. And here we can see again, single
Oh,
target
Aki.
focus.
It's only Aki that they find though. It's a crystal main. Mirana taking the last hit.
Yeah. But that's what I just said. The Radiant team, they like to single target focus, kill one hero, and then the job is done. The enemy team is outnumbered, and they can't really fight that well. So, killing off one hero like this gives Potom time to farm. And if she farms, she will definitely carry this. At some point in the game, she's gonna be much stronger than everyone else. And she's not stronger than everyone else yet, but she's going. So,
Why do we see ally chat?
it's not ally chat, it's when someone pings on the rune. It's a new feature they added, so in your ally chat...
Yeah, but I know about feature, but why do we see that? And
Well,
not just allies? That's a bit weird.
Yeah, I guess, but hey, it's pretty good. We
Yeah,
as
true.
podcasters get the information as well. Yeah,
True,
invisibility rune.
Yay!
Good to know.
Good to know indeed, and she activated instantly.
Yeah.
Didn't use it though. As in, it's visible again already.
Hmm.
They have a smoke up, as in CLG have a smoke up, and the veil is completed now. And they're gonna smoke. I think. Are they? Are they? Yes, they are.
I'm not too sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and let's see who they're gonna find, because it looks like they're gonna have to walk a long way to find someone in the jungle. They're gonna find the boar.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Hello, boar.
Yeah. The
But-
boar is not really the prime target to
Nope.
gank.
And wolves are backing off. They know, hey, why there's no heroes on the map? Let's just be careful and wait where we're going. Unless they want to smoke up themselves, which they don't really have. No, they don't have the smoke with them right now.
Yeah, that's... I kind of like the fact that the Radiant lineup, they are sticking together. They know the Queen of Pain is a dangerous hero, and wow, they're going Potom in this, crossing the river. But the drawings on the map, they indicate that they know this, so...
Well, they have a hawk there, but did their smoke run out? Well, they have, of course, the spider that they know where they is. Oh, hello. Bye, Spiderling. Silence going off on the Beastmaster. Queen of Pain ulti going through epicenter. Doesn't hit anything! What?
No, but Earthshake is being brought down by Queen of Pain, so...
Okay, and
he's
Broodmother taking a fall now too. Mirana
Yeah.
getting that last hit.
Brood is buyback.
Brood buybacks indeed. Well, Beastmaster's frostbitten, and the burst strike hits on Angel, who's gonna go down here too. 2 down for Wolves yet, and Rushrak killing off the Beastmaster. 3 down here, as Enchant is gonna TP out. Will succeed in doing so, and just the Broodmother dying for CLG. But the
Yeah.
epicenter.
They used Aegis on Queen of Pain, so this time they did something I really liked. The Epicenter hit no one, and the Queen of Pain ulti hit 2, so it looks pretty bad in terms
Yeah.
of that. But the fact is, they denied the Earthshaker to do anything at all, just hexing him instantly and hating him with an Aegis Queen of Pain. What is his team gonna do? Kill Queen of Pain? That's very, very bad. If they focus Queen of Pain, they will just bring her down once, and she comes back up and rapes anyone. So, good choice by Mystery to just bring down one of the most annoying disablers.
Yeah, and of course he
And,
didn't get a chance to do his Echo Slam. Oh, it
No.
was on cooldown. Never mind.
Like, with this gold advantage, this is how the fight should look, because if they take the fight properly, they're gonna have a pretty easy time to just bring down one at a time. Of course, the Hex made a huge difference compared to how they took fights before. Scouting out the Radiant team with Broodlings here. Again, pretty nice micro by Lacoste. Just sending them out like scouts is just so useful. It's like walking wards.
Radiant's top tower is under
Walking
attack.
words indeed.
Yeah, and I just wish they had True Sight. It would be so awesome. You just send them out and you can see smoke ganks as well.
That would be a little overpowered though, just a little bit.
Maybe. True Sight that doesn't see wards then. That would be okay. Yeah. No.
Yeah, no.
Damn it! Is it only me as a Broodmother player who
I
wants that?
think so.
Anyway,
I think
we
so.
see some Bloodstone stacking up on Leshrac now, so he's up to 9 stacks. He's close to the point where he can just spam his spells and don't care a shit about his mana. Oh, he's headed to a rune, but the Radiant team, they love to hug. Look at them, they're just
The-
sticking together.
That's what they should do, though. They don't want to get caught out because the burst strike, the stun combination is so deadly if they run into a Sand King and Leshrac. I mean, okay, the same thing goes for CLG. They're grouping up a little bit too, I have to say.
They don't have to hug this much though. They have been running like a 5-man Teletubby group for 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they do have the better late game. So if they just farm up a little bit more, I feel they could carry this so easily. Potm is not advancing quickly in her items.
Nope.
55 minutes and well, here they dive.
Shout going off on Leshrac. Pops his BKB. Epicenter is there once again. As he burst strikes into nothingness. Beastmaster is gonna take a fall here. Queen of Pain there will take down this Beastmaster here as buyback comes out from Leshrac already, who went down to Mirana. And Mirana also killing off Crystal Main.
Yeah, they got stacked up really nicely by Earthshaker. He just got in there and sabled them. But Enchantress, oh, Miracle, you're kind of missing. But Enchantress is gonna take the fall here. So it's a 2-for-2 trade and no towers going down. So again, the Radiant team.
We will wait once again until the teams find each other again.
Yeah, the Radiant team is just not very happy with this. And Roshan is going to be brought down unless they buy back. Which,
Oh yeah, he's back up again.
But there's no Rexar. How are you going to fight with no Rexar? And, well, he's far out.
Oh, Windrunner.
Nice 4-staff, but that was very dangerous. He had no vision, no hawk, no nothing. Could just as well have been bursted down.
And Enchantress buyback was really useless right here. Burst strike once again, what?
Miracle!
That's like the third one? Or something like that?
Well, he's trying for some rough initiations, just trying to find out any hero that strays too far.
Creating chaos on the map.
Yeah, the Radiant team is very fearful of this Sanking now. So he puts fear in their eyes.
Yeah, there we have at least Beastmaster bringing...
Bottom dead.
Yeah, Bottom not dead, actually blinking away. So we have Earthshaker dead and Mirana dead too, with Leshrac is getting a kill on the Mirana. And CLG kills off the Leshrac. And the Aegis goes to the... Well, the cheese goes to the Broodmother, the Aegis goes to Leshrac. Yeah.
I said bottom, not quap. So
oh, yeah, quad bottom, yeah.
Mirana, yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
That's the big part. They couldn't even keep fighting because Priestess of the Moon was trying to steal Aegis but got caught out very deep inside the Roche pit and just got killed. There was not much to say about it. So Aegis now on Leshrac is gonna make him able to tank a lot here.
And even if he does go down after the Aegis, I mean, he has a Bloodstone, he will be having reduced downtime anyway, with 9 stacks still though, but still.
Yeah, and at some point he's gonna buy up the Boots of Travels just to utilize this low death time and get back in the fight even quicker. But I feel that the tier 3 tower should be falling, but pop your Diabolic, there's nothing to be afraid of.
Oh, nice shackle, but yeah, they don't want to initiate, they can't really initiate. Or at least Shouts there on the Broodmother, but do they actually want to go there? Stun going there, and there's the cheese being used, at least that's getting forced.
Nice defense by Wolves. The Dire team was too intimidated, even with the main carry being dead. They didn't want to dive. I'm not too sure they knew that Bottom had no buyback right there. But perhaps it was ready, but she just bought the Helm of Dominator after she respawned though. So yeah, it could have been bad to dive in. Fissure is an annoying spell to dive against. You go in and that works fine. Then you want to go out and there's a Fissure anyway.
Indeed.
So
might have some
they
issues there.
didn't lose anything, and they won the Roche fight. They got a nice advantage. Now picking up Ghost Scepter on Spanking and some more items. Plate Mail on Leshrac. Just using the gold that they got to have an easier fight in the next fight. It's all about using your gold, Misery.
Yeah.
I'm into you, Misery.
Talking about gold though, the advantage is spiking towards, in favor of CLG.
Oh no, they Bottom invest inside the ward, so they were just a bit too quick to move out. Bottom as well as Windrunner just a bit too close to the ward. The Dire team know where the enemy team is, so they're just standing safely.
Yeah, they'll wait.
They might drop the tier 2 tower in fear, but they're gonna contest this. Yeah. They have Aegis still, so they're looking strong for this fight. Queen of Pain even going for a Manta style, I believe. Or Skadi, but yeah.
Or Dual Lincoln? Yeah, probably not. Maybe not. And there we have a fight. There we go. Epicenter once again. Burrow Strike this time. Burrow Strike actually hits too, where Playmate is gonna go down here to drop this her gem of True Sight. Double kill for the Queen of Pain. And team fight again for in the favor of CLG, who now has has gold advantage. Oh, hello, Echo Slam. Misery a little bit overextending.
Yeah,
Sun
well,
going down. Ooh, Beastmaster is gonna drop here though. Same as Earthshaker. It's gonna be a team wipe in total, even though Enchantress is still alive. But he wasn't there.
and that's a double kill for Queen of Pain, so that's a technical kill. And that was so game breaking. They landed an arrow on Leshrac, tried to go a little bit on him, then realized, oh shit, he has Aegis, so they got caught out. Yeah, they got caught out with a bit of disables on him, and the Queen of Pain and Sand King again just jumping in. Meanwhile, Brood is just running around and trying to right click, but she's not that effective as a carry. As I said, she's not right clicking that much. She has to run so much. That's why.
There's one a lot, and there goes the tower, and there goes probably the barracks too, and there's the GG call.
Yeah.
Well, it was a bit obvious that from now on, I mean, the experience graph. As soon as what you said earlier about them roaming around with 5 of them for a very long time, I mean, that cost them so much experience and gold.
Yeah, they could have grabbed some advantage at that time because CLG didn't want to force the issue. Sure, they could have been ganked a few times, but that's much better than clumping up as 5 for 25 minutes. Their effective farm time was so low, and they had great carry potential. So just a bit sad to see that, but of course, I mean, I realize why they do it. If they win a team fight in that way, it can break the game. Yeah. But it's just a riskier way of playing it, I feel.
And then Leshrac is just gonna force his get the double kill.
Effect on Aegis now. You have this like goldfish swimming around you when you respawn.
They're just making sure that the fountain doesn't want to focus the Pycat.
Yeah, they have Ghost Scepters on pretty much everyone, just diving in. Yeah.
Nice.
Everyone
died.
except.
Queen of Pain died, but team wipe.
So very nice play by CLG, and CLG are looking pretty strong even with the new roster. Putting Lacoste on the Broodmother.